The Love is Blind Tell-All special is coming our way, and fans can be sure to expect all the tea being spilled on this season's wildest moments. Let's take a look.
You're so fake. Coming to my face like we were cool, you were so fake. I think you were a very disingenuous person, and you know what? I hope seeing this, you do grow from it, because that is not what the world needs, is women that go behind people's backs like that. You were engaged to another man that you were leading on.
All of the tea being spilled here at the reunion. That was Amber addressing the Jessica Barnett situation, what she thought of her. And to break it all down, we have our Love is Blind expert, Ash Crossan, back here at the table.
I'm realizing I look like Wesley from Princess Bride right now.
It's
all good. It's all good.
Let's talk about that moment right there, actually, because first of all, Ash, can you walk us back a little bit? Remind us of the whole love triangle situation between Jessica, Amber, and Barnett.
Okay, so Barnett was talking to 3 different girls in the pods. He was talking to Amber, Jessica, and a girl named LC.
Yeah.
And then Jessica gets engaged to Mark, her second choice, arguably, and Amber gets engaged to Barnett. And then Jessica sees Barnett in person and is like, oh my God, I should have chosen Barnett.
Or he should have chosen her.
Yeah. She's like, he's hot. And then the rest of the show, she kind of like gets a little tipsy and then goes over to Barnett and is like, let me just give this one. Are you sure you want to be with Amber, not me? And it was super awkward. And I got to give it to Barnett because I kind of thought he was like an F-boy for most of the show. And then he kind of, their last conversation is like, hey, like, I'm with Amber and I'm kind of getting the vibe you still want me. And she's like, what?
And meanwhile,
are you talking about?
And meanwhile, she's coming up with all these excuses why her and Mark would work out, wouldn't work out, and at the end, she decided to not.
Because when he's 30, she's going to be 40, and when he's 40, she's going to be 50. And
I can't, I'm so over it.
Would you guys have reacted the way Amber did, watching back and seeing just how kind of, as Amber put it, shiesty she was about, you know, her man?
Just to give this little context, because I have interviewed her, Amber was like, listen, we are living in a house together. And I know like on reality shows, they're like, we're not there to make friends, but like you are a human being, so like be nice to each other. She said that Jessica to her face the whole time was like, oh my God, I love you and Barnett, and kind of like gassing her up with Barnett, and then kind of going behind her back and talking to her fiance. I would have been pissed off too.
Yeah,
I don't know if I would have, like, I mean, Amber doesn't miss words, you know, she's from the South, she's gonna,
Well,
she gives it to her.
And she's defending herself, her relationship, and her man. Meanwhile, Barnett's scratching his head like,
oh my God, Barnett's like, get me out of here, launch me into space, give me coronavirus, get me out of here.
Now, where does Mark fit into, of course, Mark is Jessica's ex, where does like Mark fit into all of this? Like, how do you think he feels about Jessica after seeing her kind of like fawning over Barnett?
Justice for Mark.
Throughout the whole season, I know.
for Mark.
He should cast him as the Bachelor.
I was gonna say, like, put him in season 2 maybe, or something like that, or just put him on the circle, put him somewhere.
I just said make him the Bachelor.
Yeah, no, you know, I feel like the thing about Mark is he's such a sweetheart. He's never gonna say anything rude about Jessica. Like, you know, in all his interviews, he's gonna be like, I just don't want people to come for Jessica. Like, you know, we're all putting our hearts out there.
And the irony there is that he is so mature.
Yes.
And I will say,
the age is just a number, Jessica.
Just a number.
But speaking of maturity, E.T. was at the taping for the reunion special where we sat down with Jessica, and she actually owned up to that moment. Take a look.
I totally understood where she was coming from, because watching it back, it really looked like, you know, I was going after her guy, and I wanted to just let her know that's, you know, not necessarily exactly what was going on. I was working through some things, and that type of persona was somebody I would normally go for, you know, when I have like the perfect thing right there. So I totally understood, and I came in today like definitely knowing that I owed them both an apology.
Do you guys think about Jessica at all?
No.
I haven't. I completely forgot about her, honestly.
Not at all. I accept the intent, but if I'm being honest, which is my thing, like right now, I don't particularly care how she feels about it.
Okay. I don't blame her.
I mean, the thing is, they're not all going to be in a season 2 together. She's kind of like at this point, like, I'm never going to see you again. I don't like you, and I don't care.
Exactly. All right, so let's find out what else we can expect from this reunion, because there are some lingering questions, and they reunited most of the cast, at least the ones that made it to Mexico.
Yeah, obviously, I don't see Rory in there, but you know, we're going to see Carlton and Diamond back together.
Yeah, first time, right?
That I want to see, because there's so much in this, and look, listen, they both got a lot of flack online about this whole interaction and how this went down. So I'm just curious, like, now that they've watched it back, what do they think? What's their perspective?
Because they're the only couple, right, that did not make it past that retreat in Mexico?
Yeah, I think
Exactly.
everyone else made it to the wedding day.
Diamond was blindsided by him when he told her that he was bisexual or dated men before. And so it just turned into this explosive confrontation. Like, that's why I'm going to tune into the reunion, is that right there.
Yeah,
But-
that and Janina and Damien,
what's the
because
deal?
they had a very dramatic, like, movie moment
Yeah.
at the altar. She runs, she slips, she gets
falls.
on her dress. They come back, they talk, and people, like, internet sleuths are all over them. There's like a picture that Janina posted from the gym, and it looks like you can maybe see Damien in the background.
Yeah.
So it's like, are they together? Did they work it out? What happened after this?
And you talked to them and they were together.
Together.
They were together in the
FaceTime.
interview, so
Yeah.
obviously, like, they don't want to rip each other's heads off.
Right.
I don't know.
So we will find out. Oh my gosh, on the reunion.
Yeah, be sure to tune into the Tell All Reunion special airing Thursday, March 5th on Netflix's YouTube channel. Not Netflix, but the YouTube channel.
channel.
YouTube
All right,
channel.
thanks, Ash.
As you wish.